Somebody said Bricc is next. Now, what's up with that, man? Why does everybody keep saying, because I went live last night when the first arrest happened, and everybody said that Bricc baby was in for it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going down. And I saw the reaction of him finding out that they caught a Fed charge. But why? Do they think that Bricc baby is the one who dropped the dime on Quando or gave up the info on Quando? Because they're not psychic. They have to find somewhere to put the tracking device, or they have to find somewhere where the tracking device is to follow the car. So that way they can follow Quando Rondo. So that way they can track him down and do the shooting. You know, other than that, it's almost impossible in a city full of millions of people with any limitless places that he could be throughout that city. And Los Angeles isn't just big as far as its population. It's big as far as its landmass, like how large it is land-wise. So you legit had to put a tracking device on the Escalade. You had to follow it down, find it in its location, track it down, and all that. So I'm just wondering, man, who in the world? We'll see, man. We'll see. Well, that was the point. Like, why in the world would, like, are they saying that Bricc, they believe that Bricc baby was in on this? Is that what they saying? Y'all tell me. And I see your name, damn homie. And I get the joke too. D-Mac says, yeah, I know I sound crazy. Nah, you don't sound crazy. You're talking about him getting the key to the city and still being a drill rapper. Ain't nothing crazy about that. It's a clear contradiction. Jay Hicks says, this the same thing that got Larry Hoover under the jail. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a whole nother level. It was a federal case, you're correct. And, man, once they label you like a federal crime boss like that, yeah, you go to that Supermax, or that they call it the Super Duper Max in Colorado, where they send like the bosses of all bosses. That's where everybody is, like the big deal. The real big time, you know what I'm saying, that ain't getting and won't see the light of day. I don't pray that for anybody. You know, that's almost being locked up in that way. Like, have you ever seen the movie Shot Caller? The dude that they call the Beast, how he's locked up, that's how they are in that Colorado, I think Colorado ADX or whatever it's called. Dog, that's inhumane. Dog, no human is supposed to be living like that, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that's not for Lil Durk's future. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
But to put your homeboy through all that because you don't want to do 12 years, probably with 3, 4 on good behavior or limited sentence, is crazy, bruh. That is crazy. I couldn't imagine being that disloyal. Now, Jay Hicks says, okay, my bad. I got you, Jay Hicks. CH in Stone says, Bricc baby ran his mouth too soon. Clout, the worst drug on earth. You think what he said for Clout is going to end up biting him in the rear? People saying Bricc rolling 60s dropped the low, saying he was false claiming 60. But Quando Rondo had been claiming 60 since he was in the rap game, since before all this beef and everything. So what in the world? Like, that wouldn't even be Bricc baby's business. Like, if he was claiming 60 out of Savannah, if they got their own set out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's tough. But to drop the low on him because you now what another thing is, he is cool with Lil Durk. Like, they got history. So is it possible? Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully not. That would be dirty. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's doing that to another key. Man, that'd be crazy, man. That's crazy. But I don't put nothing past nobody. But I hear you, dog. JM put that post out there, said he dropped the low on Quando. He said that it's a rumor that Bricc baby dropped the low on Quando because he was fake claiming rolling 60s. JM also said that's why he put his flag down and Pab got killed. I remember right after the shooting, he said he was dropping his flag because Quando Rondo probably put 2 and 2 together in his head, said, my own set gave up my low, or the people I checked in with gave up my location. So why in the world am I keep banging this? You know what I'm saying? So what in the world? And I feel him. You go in and check in the headquarters, you're like, yo, I'm in town, man, I'm good. And they drop your location to the ops? That's crazy. That get you up out of here? I'll stop claiming it too. That makes sense, bro. Like, what in the world, what part of the game is that? Dang, man, it's a cold game, man. Gave the Joker the key to Gotham. That's funny. I feel like Bricc dropped the location. He looks grimy, like he'd do anything for a quick buck. Bricc does have that look. Like he'll do anything for some quick change, man. He does. Not anything suspect, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
But I don't know. Maybe his relationship with Lil Durk is what got people saying that too. But then it's like, why the F would Bricc go on No Jumper talking about, and this is JM saying this, about if he 60's had anything to do with it. He was probably sweating on the show this morning just because he knew that clip would be used. Yeah, that clip is everywhere. That clip is on TikTok, Instagram going viral, everywhere. Like, regardless of what he thinks or knows, Bricc Baby's name is associated with this case or tied in, you know what I mean? Everybody that thought it was funny is quiet AF now. When the feds come, they got you. Yeah, man. Thank you, Renee Williams, for that comment. But that's 100% true. Everybody was like, slide for Vaughn, slide for Vaughn. Do it for Vaughn, do it for your homie. And, you know, people were like, okay. He went out here and did it for his homie, and where did that get him, bruh? Because at this moment, people are alleging that one of his homies is one of the ones who got him in this situation. Or one of the ones who has got him, currently locked up right now on his way to getting extradited to California and facing a possible life in prison or death penalty? Man.
Bruh.
Man, it don't pay to be a street dude these days. I'm telling you, dog. I don't know how y'all keep signing up for this. It ain't worth it. I know the YNs be crashing out. They be on whatever, but dog, let this be a learning lesson to you. Lil Durk is at the top of hip-hop, top of rap, Grammy Award. Money, he can sell out his home stadium. You know what I'm saying? He can go to his home stadium, the United Center or whatever it is, and sell that joker out. Had a whole city going crazy. And now, because of this mess, he possibly could be seeing of Until Then or death sentence or Colorado Supermax. Are you crazy? I don't wish that kind of, especially if you listed at the top as the top conspirator number one, the top of the organization in a murder for hire plot. That could be in his future, man, which is crazy, bro.
Bruh.
Somebody said, but then it's like, why the F would Bricc go on No Jumper? Okay, talked about that. Curtis Carter, it's no coincidence he got to 2 keys to the community. Now he locked up for murder for hire allegations, inside job for sure. Yeah, okay. As we were going through the indictment, there were key instances, and I could pull it back up too, where there's information in here they wouldn't know without an informant, man. Now I'm pretty sure the video that they got is pretty good, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that in the court case, and probably even before that. Like whenever they make the discovery public, people are gonna comb through that like it's going out of style. They're gonna look for the videos and everything. I know I am. Excuse me. And what they said is there were some things said like who was driving, who was in which car, who they don't know that information through the guessing game. You know what I mean? Is all I was trying to say. Like that information is known because of usually an informant. And there's obviously an informant in this case. There's no ifs and buts about that, man. All right? Let's see. Quando checked in with Big U, not Bricc Baby, and them to, though, Bricc a different gang, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, now, sort of. Okay, so Bricc Baby and Big U, dang, I hate to say it like, okay, Bricc Baby and Big U are allegedly Rollin 60's, right? Everybody's got their factions within gangs, especially one as big as Rollin 60, right? Because Rollin 60's is huge, and they kind of like the top of the whole neighborhood car. So for all of the neighborhood gangs, which is Rollin 60's, Rollin 40's, the 50's, on and on and on and on, right? Everything breaks up into different, within those different sets. So like Rollin 60 is huge, right? They cover a large land area, a large strip, a large road, Crenshaw, and all that. You just have different cliques. It doesn't mean they're in different gangs. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. All right. They're saying, somebody else said, and that was D. And thanks for the comment, D. You know, make sure y'all hit that like button. Slide right to prison. No more tell. Can't eat what you want up in there with hard legs and blue. Yeah, definitely prison is a hard life, man. Who in the world want to go from eating lobster and shrimp and flying all over the world and being adored and loved by your fans to in there with 3 hots in a cot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you get is somewhere to sleep and 3 hot meals, and they not that hot from what I hear. And this is fed, so, I mean, I have seen this being said a couple of times, and I don't know, man.
Bruh.
They say, don't hold me this, they say in the feds they actually eat better. Like, they actually eat better than, like, the state. Like, in the feds, you actually get fed better, you eat better, you know what I mean? So it's still bad. It's still prison food, and, you know, you're in the feds, and people are trying to kill each other and stuff, but it's not like the state where, you know, they just give you a brick of food, and they say, hey, that's lunch, and another brick for dinner, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, though, bro. Got to be the most level-headed coverage of this out right now, though. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I try to make sure I maintain a level head when it comes to that. You know what I mean? To talking about it. And on a level where we all relate. You know what I'm saying? And pointing out stuff that's funny that we shouldn't be laughing at. You'll be lucky if it's even hot and a full cot. Yeah, man, that's true. Because, yeah, where you sleep might be a steel bunk. You know, it's most likely going to be a steel bunk. And so the way that prisons have been overcrowded and the way that they've been throwing cats in the feds. I just talked to a rapper about this. There's so many people in the feds now, man, because of these switches and stuff, man. So, and for gun arrests, like for single, like the rapper I was talking about, he was in there for a gun, like for being caught with a gun in a state that you're not supposed to have a gun, and it went federal. And if you notice, Crip Mac's charge was federal. And if you notice, Boosie's charge was federal. And if you notice, I think they even put NBA YoungBoy's charges up to the federal. So you're seeing a lot more people going to the feds, where that used to be a game for the bosses. Like, you used to go to the feds, you was the boss. You was the big meech type. You was a cat. You was at the top of the pyramid, so your charges came federal. Everybody else might have went state, but you was the boss. You was a cat who was getting big money. You was in some sort of organization. Y'all was really successful. Somebody made their career off that case of putting you in prison. And we're not seeing that anymore. A lot of the guys going to feds is because of gun laws, and once you put that switch on your gun, it becomes a fed case, and there's a lot of that going on. You know what I mean? So, good point. D says, Witty, do you think this Dirk situation gonna help Mama Duck's civil lawsuit in a negative or a positive way? You said, I don't know. What did you say? She about to get paid. You saying laughing she about to get paid. I see what you're saying. And D, you are making a great point there, bro, because I think this federal case is gonna help Mama Duck's civil case, because she filed a civil case, for those of you who don't know, against Lil Durk. And in her civil case, she was basically alluding to the fact that he had made money, and she didn't just sue Lil Durk. So let me clear that up. She sued Lil Durk, King Von's estate. So those people who are making money even after his passing, the record label, the one parent record label, the other parent record label of King Von's setup, and then another subsidiary label or whatnot, and management. Or you see what I'm saying? So a lot of different people whoever structured this lawsuit, it almost looks like a slam dunk. And for him to catch a federal case, it clearly shows that in her claim in the lawsuit, and I want to bring this up, hold up, because I got that story on stash. But as I'm bringing this up, in her case, in the lawsuit, she specifically said that OTF was a criminal organization as opposed to being just a record label. You know what I'm saying? Trying to eliminate the fact that he's just a record label, which would probably limit the fact that she could, sue him and prove that he had anything to do with it and profited off the death of FBG Duck. But the fact that she said that, it's a criminal organization, and now he's being brought up on charges as OTF as a criminal organization, like you said, that only helps her case, D. I think that only helps her case. So I want to see, I want to pull up this story right here. Yep. I got so many stories I had to look through it, but we're talking about, and I want y'all to be able to see it too. So we're talking about this right here. So rapper FBG Duck's mom sues Lil Durk, King Von's estate, over his son's brazen Golden Coast killing. You know what I mean? The lawsuit filed Wednesday, and this was on the 9th, so this was earlier this month. The lawsuit filed Wednesday in Cook County Court alleges that rap superstar Lil Durk, his slain protege King Von, and a handful of high-profile record labels monetized the killing of FBG Duck in August 2020. Excuse me. Now check the wording there, because that's the key. Monetize the killing. So they just have to prove that they made profit off of his death. And that's Mama Duck right there with his gold record. And the best way to prove that is by, showing that they were involved in the process and made and benefited from what happened due to the killing being carried out, right? Now, what hurt this case a little bit in the beginning when I first read it and thought about it was, well, Lil Durk was not mentioned in the O Block case at all. King Von's estate, King Von was mentioned in the O Block case. They were found guilty. So, but Lil Durk was not mentioned in that case at all. He was not found guilty of anything, any involvement or anything in that case. King Von, a lot of O Block affiliates, Moo Wop, C Murder, C Thing, all those cats, dog. They were found guilty. So yeah, when it comes to King Von's estate, yeah, maybe. But when it comes to this case, the fact that they're labeling OTF as a criminal organization and that King Von was labeled as his protege and also artist, that shows a bigger umbrella, and maybe this strengthens her case. You know what I'm saying? The mother of rapper FBG Duck filed an explosive lawsuit Wednesday that seeks to connect rap superstar Lil Durk and his slain protege, you can use both, King Von, to her son's gang-related killing in Gold Coast. Where's the good part? Where's the juicy stuff? I want to say,